So, before I started recording this, they were playing Tiger Feet by Mud on the radio, and I'm going to ignore World 2, by the way. I just listened to it and thought to myself, this would make good incidental music if you were doing a documentary about a really specific branch of furry fetishism. Hello everyone, I'm Tessellating Hexagons, and I half apologise for that thought. Okay, couple of things. 1, there's a time rift. I guess we'll deal with that in this episode. 2, this is a hat in time. Probably should have been point number 1. 3, this is a thing you could use pawns for, but we only have 9 because we had some stolen from us last time, and I don't remember what I did in the last episode because let's do Act 7. Because this is what I was waiting for to come back to with the woods. I'll explain in a moment. I've forgotten how to exist. Yellow diamond eyes. Okay, now that I've collected my thoughts, this is the mission I was waiting for to go and deal with the blue vault because I couldn't find it that one time. Now we can start collecting pawns in earnest as well. Now I like this mission because it's just go and find the pieces of the code for this. There's only 4? There is only 4. For some reason I remember there being 7. Well, okay then. I remember this mission taking quite a while for me when I played it the first time. Partly because I was getting sidetracked by everything because that's just how this game does. That reminds me. Yes, that's all well and good, but we could have the magnet badge now. I feel so complete. Hashtag complete. Make it trend, yo. But yes, so I'm going to recollect the pieces of the blue code that I got before because I couldn't find the blue vault. You would have thought it would be in this vicinity, and yet it's not forthcoming. Why Mafia never finish anything? That graffiti. Classic graffiti. Classic graffiti. What constitutes classic graffiti? As opposed to modern graffiti, I suppose. It's just there! The blue vault is just there! I would be extra salty if it only takes 3 things to open as well. I feel like it's a 4er, but I don't remember being here. I remember being on a side street. It did! I had all 3 of the things of opening it, and it did. Also, when I was looking for the blue vault, which I walked right past in order to get to this, I saw this, and it seems like it's obvious and highlighted by graffiti, so I'll just... Oh, there's a secret pansage. I never found this on my personal playthrough, unless I did. I don't remember finding this. It's a piece of acid. I don't know why that was my default response. I'm loopy, apparently. Okay, I'll grab these pawns and then head back in the opposite direction. Because if we go through here, this is where some of the green vault codes were, and we may as well put together... Like, we've done the red vault, we've done the blue one, might as well get cracking on the green one. There are quite a few green vault codes, but they are all super close together, so it's not even worth worrying about. Also, you can't jump attack if you're in dive mode, so consider that. Also, these cannons fire you, I believe there are 4, well, there's 5 if you count the one that sends you up to the Mafia headquarters, but there's 4, and they're all 90 degrees from one another, and they fire you across the lower stratum of the level horizontally, so it's a quick way quick way of getting from A to B. I can speak English, I swear, except I can't. I don't understand why, like, just crows, or, well, I don't know if these are crows. We'll see some proper crows later down the line. But for the moment, I don't understand quite why there are crows as just these random enemies. Like, this isn't Billy Hatcher. I misread that as meat sabotage. Yum yum. So many sod-offses. I feel like they wouldn't have done that if this game were produced by Americans. Like, they wouldn't think to say sod off unless they were specifically trying to parody and pastiche the British accent. But because it's a Danish guy, it's okay. Implying that if it were a Danish girl, it wouldn't be. No, Now, Hat Kid, would you mind? For some reason, I thought there were 7 or 8 of the green vault codes as well. But, you see, there are more of them, but they're all right next to each other. I remember there being 4 blue vault codes, and I'm just terrible with vaults. I called it a chest at one point. I'm just having memories from a Spyro adventure, apparently. Anyway, there's a rift token. Now, I'm conflicted because there are a couple of gold vault codes, and we need to get all those to complete this mission. haven't collected any of them yet, and that's sort of semi-deliberate on my part, because in one of these waterways, there is that time rift that we were told to look out for. And in fact, we have a photo of it here, which I don't think you can zoom in on, which disappoints me somewhat. But the time rifts, I mean, I could wait until we find it, because it's not that difficult to find, I'm just in the wrong area. But, really, the way they work is like any mission in Super Mario Sunshine that ends or contains the word secret. There's going to be another one that spawns here later. That's the easier one to find because it's just there. But much like the green stars in Mario Galaxy 2, you can sort of hear them if you're close to them, but don't rely on just hearing them. Like, actually look for them. It will behove you many eggs. And yeah, they work basically the same as the levels that contain the word secret in Super Mario Sunshine. It's a pocket dimension, except... Oh, there's a chest! Pardon me getting distracted by everything. Another relic! And it doesn't match any of the ones we have so far. Yum yum. So, also, took me a while to figure out when I was playing the game for the first time, but that random bleh noise is just... Whenever Hat Kid goes past the Mafia, she's just like, nah, I don't like you, and I want it to be obvious that I don't like you, so bleh. There's the red vault. I didn't realize it had an American mailbox flag on it. You tripped me up even though I was nowhere near you. You goose nozzle. Right, is it? There it is. You just find them and you touch them and then everything goes a bit poopy. Time Rift. These are fun. Unlike the Super Mario Sunshine, I was going to say Mario Galaxy, unlike the Sunshine bonus... See, well, they're not bonuses because they're required. Unlike the equivalent levels in Mario Sunshine, you're not really limited in these, which means that sort of the level design is a bit harder, because in Mario Sunshine, you don't have flooded, so your jumping abilities is somewhat restricted, is our grammar, I swear. Whereas in this, you have all the same skills that you normally have, so they can make the level a bit harder. Now, when I did this for the first time in my own personal playthrough, for some reason, now there should be a checkpoint here somewhere, but it just didn't trigger when I played it. So, I got to the very last end, like, we recognize blocks like those with the weird sort of trombone. See, this checkpoint just didn't trigger. So I had a bit of awkward physics with the, Hat Kid, would you mind? With that, spinning platform at the end. And so I end up falling off into the void, and the only penalty for that is you lose one bit of health and you go back to the previous checkpoint. Except the checkpoint hadn't spawned, so I had to do the entire level over again, which, oh no, I had to redo a fun platforming challenge. Woe is me. First world problems and such, well, literally, because it's chapter 1, it's Mafia Town. But it's not hard. It's a nice, straightforward thing. Later ones are harder, but they're still, like, I think there's one or two that are a little bit arse, but overall they're not that bad. Also, when you beat one of those missions, you get to roll and get a bonus, and I will take remixes because they are just the best thing. And I'm going to equip that, because it'll change the music, why not? So, you can spend 3 Rift tokens in the spaceship to get more bonuses. Oh no, we have an Intruder. You can't spell Intruder without rude. And I thought that this happened after you beat the Mafia boss, but nope, it happens the mission after. Like, you have to beat the Mafia boss and then do another mission.
What a lovely spaceship you have here. Sorry for the break and entering. I just really wanted to see what an alien spaceship is like. You know, I expected aliens to be more green and probably with a thirst for flesh. But I guess you aliens come in all shapes and sizes, huh? Hey, if you're looking to explore our planet, you'll need to understand it first. Otherwise, you won't know if you're stepping on grass or quicksand.
That's debatable.
Don't know how to identify relics? Fear not. Cook and Cad is here.
Another one of these.
I'll let you have this burger cushion relic for free.
I don't know if it's possible to get this. Like, if you collect every relic in Mafia Town, I think it'll deliberately go out of its way to not give you this so that you can get this in this tutorial. Then there aren't enough relics in Mafia Town for you to get every single relic, so you have to get one via this tutorial, I think?
You can identify this relic at the podium. If you place them on the podium in the correct order, you might be able to make sense of it.
You may have just heard the Roomba bouncing against something just then. That's what happens there, just ow my circuit board.
If you're able to identify a relic, something great might happen. You never know, so keep an eye out for relics. I've taught you everything I know about relics.
Now, the way they build them up sort of makes them sound like they're a huge deal, and there aren't that many of them. So I'll pay to repair that for now. There are a couple of these podiums throughout the ship. I don't remember there being 2 in here, but okay. I believe there's 4 in total, and each one takes 3 or 4 relics to complete. There aren't that many in the... Like, there really aren't that many. Like, they make it seem like it's a huge game aspect element thing, and it's just... I expected there to be more. Also, I have a separate thought about this mission. Okay, the fact that the loading screen says Mafia Vault Code on it makes me maybe reconsider but that flag just changed. Play the clip again. But yeah, the fact that it says Mafia Vault Code on it, maybe I was a bit hasty to believe that these would be in other missions of the game, other worlds of the game as well, but whatever. There are only 4, again! Like, we learned this previously, but I'm still surprised. I thought there were 7! I remember this mission taking ages. Like, this mission was one of the reasons why I was considering streaming this game rather than Let's Playing it. Collect it in midair. Defy gravity. Fly high, defying gravity. A brewing yarn. Remember, you must get plenty of yarn. It will behove you in the long run. Because you need every hat to do things. Actually, I think there is one hat that exists solely for the sake of convenience, but I don't know. Certainly for 100% need every hat. Wow, you need to beat the game to beat the game. You need to collect all the things to have collected all the things. Wow. Now, fun fact, since I've been talking about this in great length, there are a couple of slides here, and I don't know if it matters which one you go down, but you need to go down one of them to get an achievement. And I would just say go down the taller one because it's taller, and you get an achievement for that. So, you know. Why? Every damage that I've taken in this game is just because of fire. Looks like only fire lives here now. Yarn! Click. It's a really snappy click. A really clicky snap. I have a ball. I will throw it at you. Did you enjoy that? And since we're here, I may as well show what it looks like to go through these cannons. You can control the camera so you get a good look at... Whoa, that was a terrible way of showing a good look of that. That was really not helpful, but... Oh. Dear, oh dear. Again, I like the writing. Is there something... I could swear there was something in here. Evidently not. Huh. Well, since we're here, may as well show off. Now, it took me several attempts over the entire course of the entire game for me to actually do this and do it right. So, you know, don't be too surprised if I fail badly. But as I said, unless I'm misremembering, unlike that previous one that significantly altered the geography of the level, this one doesn't do anything. You just get a load of ponds. Anyway, I should head back up to the vault. And the only reason why I'm not cutting is just in case I run into another... Do I need to do that again? Nah. I haven't cut yet because I might run into another piece of the code on my way back up. But I don't know. I don't remember where they all are. Because you don't need to touch the vault in order to make the piece of the code spawn. It just shows you where they are. So, unless I run into one on the way back, I shall just cut to when I get to the vault. And we're back up here. Vault, where should I go, alt? And sort of good for us that these golden codes sort of spawn, well, not spawn, but like the line telling us where to go appears so slowly so that we have plenty of opportunity to follow it. Yum. That was nice and easy. Really should have got that one first. Oh well. Now, I've been deliberately ignoring the Mafia, but you can also just... You can talk to them. Some of them will talk back. I know one of them will do, like pat a cake with Hat Kid and then punch her at the end. Yeah, they're fun to exist around. Now, where else can I go alt? Because I'm trying to make go rhyme with vault, in case that wasn't obviously readily apparent. Oh, there it is. Now, since we're here, I mean... Ooh, a tap. That's never going to come into play, I'm sure. Wow, I missed. Since we're over here, even though I know we need 100 ponds to fix the next relic thing, and also we need 100 ponds to open the next mission here, I'm tempted to just speak to Archidel.
Not everything I sell is of value. I also sell terrible badges, and yet people buy them anyway.
You can identify a terrible badge by it having flies sort of flying around it, and that's convenient, but I need the pin. I just need it. I gotta have it. I don't know why I'm talking like this all of a sudden. But yes, we have a hat pin, so now we can equip multiple badges. That being the case, I need to... Obviously, I'm saving my money to an extent, but this will be good to have for the moment. Because when I first played this game for myself, I know I keep referring to my original playthrough, but that's the foundation of my experience with this game. That and a certain other Let's Player Let's Playing it, but, you know. When I first... that was the first badge that I bought when I played this game for myself, the anti-fall damage badge. And I thought it would be so useful later down the line, and it just... I'm not saying it wasn't, because it does do its job perfectly fine. It's just... falling great distances wasn't as big of a threat as I'd originally given it credit for. That said, there is an achievement in World 3 that it's very helpful for. So... oh, look at it orbiting. Why did you not just go backwards through the building just to bamboozle people? Why is it... That's taking quite a directional turn. It's all the way down here. Archideld, we meet again. Yes, I am sticking to that, and don't test me. But yes, it's like... it might to some sound like a forced meme, but no, I sincerely refer to him in my mind as Archideld. Daryl Archideld, to use the full. I've explained it before. Now, it's down here somewhere. It's there. I'm good at time-space continuum. Yeah, I can't follow that up. That's just the basest great good thing that I will ever with my words. Dear oh dear. Should I just meet you back at the vault? I may just meet you back at the vault. First... ding. I don't know if it's supposed to play a tune. It just plays random notes. Ding. Okay, I'll see you back up at the vault. Okay, I'm relatively back. I'm gonna blow up the trash and just get a load of... like, why would you throw out all of these ponds? Oh, I thought I'd land on the barbecue for a second there and carried on my tradition of only taking damage from fire. What do you mean I took damage on the Mafia boss? What are you talking about? This roof is too circular. And by that I mean it's not circular at all. It's just rounded. Really? Just a timepiece? Disappointed! You disappoint me, game. Now, I suppose it would make sense for me to at least start work on one of the relics, but I don't want to. I just want to... I want to have one of the later game relics in the front of the ship, and have the early game relics hidden deep in the bowels. Another intruder! How very durst thou? Whoa, spoilers! Showing us a room we haven't even opened yet. Yeah, that's what's through there. We could go to chapter 2, but I'm just not going to because I'm just an evil penis monster like that. And you'll have to live with it. Cooking cat, how is your cooking?
Oh, hey! Hope you don't mind me using your kitchen. I figured I'd treat you to some nice Earth food, since you're an alien and all. Say, are you a steak kind of person, or a veggie kind of person?
On my personal playthrough, I put steak just because I'm not a vegetarian, but I'll go with veggie just to see what she says.
Is that so? I guess you aliens have more in common with, ants and stuff?
Get dunked on vegetarians, question mark?
Anyway, I hope my dish is ready before you leave. I want to see how great a dish I can cook using an alien stove.
Well, that's nice. Because if you say steak, then she's like, oh, well, I hope you don't eat me. So, you know. Now, I was hoping the other time rift would spawn. Alas. Now, I'm going to open that for now, but let's not do this just yet. That's a fairly lengthy mission, and the first time I played it, the game crashed. That being the case, looking at the time of the episode, we don't have time to do that mission, so I suppose I shall just end things off for now and call it a relatively short episode. We are one timepiece away from opening chapter 3, and I'm not going to chapter 2 yet. You can't make me. For a number of reasons. Oh, there we go. I can show off this and get quite a healthy tax rebate as well. So as I said, this is what rift tokens are for. It costs 3 rift tokens to use, and you get to spin the slot machine that you get from the end of time rifts. I meant to click reroll for some reason. Whatever. I'll equip a different color just to show that yes, you can color differently. But I honestly prefer Hatkid's default color. There are some nice ones later in the game, but I just like the default color. Fight me. Anyway, actually, do we have... how many rift tokens do we have? I don't remember if there's a straightforward way of checking. I might have just been looking at my total and not even seen it. Alas, we don't have enough tokens. I like how the no answer is, no, I hate gifts. Also, just take a look at the planet down there. I have a story pertaining to that planet, and I will address it in due course. For now, though, I have been, and will continue to be, Tessellating Hexagons. And in the next episode of A Hat in Time, we will go and heat up Mafia Town. Whatever that means, am I right? See you then for that.